Alright everybody, we are taking another look here at the new physical Carnival Trunks here in Dokkan on both Global and JP at the same time. This time we are hopping into the Birth of the Shadow Dragon stage against SYN SHENRON. He is on turn 2. And I went ahead and just skipped the intros for this opening section, but we will turn them on for the next turn, so, you know, strap in. We got a couple of those to watch. Let's go ahead. I'm also bringing this STR Trunks. I think this is actually a fight where he could be pretty good. And we're also bringing the new AGL Trunks and Mai. I think they can do well as a floater on this team, so we're going to try them out and see how they do here against Physical SYN. So, I think with they do get 30% damage reduction, right, just like for free. I believe, right? I got to actually pull them back up and see what they do exactly, because I don't quite remember. Oh, they get damage reduction when all allies are Future Saga. Okay, so maybe floating them isn't actually the best idea, but I think we can make it work. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue here. Like, if I float off Bulma on the next rotation, then we'll be fine. So I think I'll do that. Now, I don't really want to float Bulma, but I'm fine as long as it keeps, you know, them alive here, so that they are going to need that damage reduction, so we should be fine. We're going to have a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan on each rotation, so they'll have that part of their passive up. They will not have the extra 100% attack and defense when there's a Future Saga category enemy. And then there's also not a Zamasu or Goku Black, so they're not getting the guaranteed crits. Who took a super attack, by the way? Okay, there we go. That is all of the intros out of the way. We can go ahead and turn those off now. That was, I assume that STR Trunks took a super attack. I don't know who else could have taken a super attack for that much damage on the first turn. So I'm just going to assume it was him, but maybe it wasn't. But I was literally reading AGL Trunks in Mai, and I look over and, you know, we are out of HP here, so that's not great. How do I want to do this with Trunks? He'll get 3 ki if we can get Bulma's support. So what do I want to do? I wish I could get those tech orbs. That would be perfect. I think instead I'll just grab that, and then we can get the int orbs with Bulma. Perfect. Okay. So we'll at least get her support up, so he'll be at an 18 ki. So yeah, there's Trunks. Let me go ahead and pull him up, too. I actually had Future Gohan pulled up instead. I was going to do his video first, but I already had Trunks' team built from the last showcase that I did. So I was like, whatever, we'll just hop in with Trunks first. So I still have to, you know, pull these up to figure out what he's doing, and I recommend you guys do the same, especially if you don't have the character, or, you know, some of you may just have the kits memorized because you just enormous brain, right? But for me, you know, I got to look at these a few times before I really commit it to memory. I think Trunks just needs to be in slot 2, basically, but we do need an 18 ki in order to stack defense, so it doesn't look like he actually gets anything else from being at a certain key level like Gohan does. He just needs to do attacks, which to do that, he needs to be in slot 2 or 3, so here we go. Trunks is going to do a couple. Hopefully he gives us a nice, you know, just 4 attacks. I don't need them all to be super attacks, but if he can do 4 attacks, that would be great. Actually, I'd probably want less to be super attacks so that he doesn't just do that. All right, listen, this Trunks does damage, you know. Love him or hate him, this guy does a ton of damage. All right, what do we want to do here? Probably this. We'll probably just leave it like this, actually. No reason to use the Father-Son Gallic Gun yet. They are fine. We can use this right here. That'll get them up to... No, do we want that instead? Yes, we want that instead. That'll get them up to 20 ki. They get an additional at 20 ki. And then Trunks, I think, is okay against normals here. We just have to hope that he doesn't get supered at the end. Even if he did, would he die? Maybe. Because he does have 40% damage reduction, and he'll have a decent chunk of defense at the end here. So, I mean, we're fine against normals, I think. It's just a question of would we survive a super attack. So hopefully if he's super attacking on this turn, it's on either Vegeta and Trunks here or the Blue Goku and Vegeta. That would be best case scenario for us, as those are the characters most primed to take the super attack here. So that's what we want to see, especially like right now. If Vegeta and Trunks took a super attack right now, they would tank it very well, as they just got the triple super attack. They're decently built up here. You know, no dodges, boys. It looks like he's not supering in slot 1, though. Let's hope that he's supering in slot 2 here against the Blue Goku and Vegeta. You know, they're guarding. This is mine, so they have a full dodge build. So with this, we would like a super attack here. Just not on STR Trunks. If it is on STR Trunks, I do have the full dodge build on him as well, but yeah, I'd prefer it be on these guys who have the ability to, like, that I know in my mind that they can tank it, at least decently well, whereas with Trunks, I'm not sure, since he's type disadvantage, and I haven't gotten too much experience with him yet. Excuse me. I know he can't really tank in these new red zone stages very early on, so this would be a true test to see if he can tank this, because this guy hits about as hard as Broly, right? So if he can tank this, I mean that is good. Of course, he's fine against normals. Okay, good. We're good there. He's probably supering pretty early on this turn. No reason to use this active skill yet. We can save it. So let's go ahead and do this right here. We could put Trunks in slot 1, honestly, and grab all of these orbs right here. I don't... Yeah, he might die. I don't know. Let's not risk that. I will just instead grab this AGL orb. We could get an 18-key super attack with them. That would be, you know, decent for us. But I would rather prioritize Trunks and his healing right there. So there we go. Nice dodge from them, and then they'll get some stacks in here a little bit, or maybe just one stack. Or maybe 2, I don't know. Listen, it's been a while since I've, like, really sat down and looked at this unit's kit. Every single unit now, I open them up, and there's just, like, 15 bullet points, and I cannot remember them. I just have to get a general idea of what they do, and then I just have to, you know, put them in those slots and hope that they do those general things. Because, like, right now, there's so much that every single unit is doing, I can't keep track of it. So, it's like Trunks, I just know I need to put him in slot 2 or 3, and he's going to do a bunch of attacks, and I want to see him do at least 3 supers. Like, that's what I want, right? Alright, no super attack from this guy. Is he going to super attack AGL Trunks and Mai here? They do have their damage reduction up, so, nope, they're just going to crit and kill this guy. Okay, I mean, that's fine. It's kind of interesting to go through that phase and not get super attacked, but sure, we'll take it. Bulma is good here. They are fine. They still have their guard up, so yeah, this is all good right here. We can go ahead and grab them these physical orbs. We can grab the Blue Goku and Vegeta, these AGL orbs on the side. That'll give us a little bit of healing. And then we can grab these STR orbs with Bulma, and we're going to be cooking just fine here. So far, this has been a pretty smooth run. Next turn, we will be able to fuse into Vegito, assuming that, you know, we drop below the 70% HP threshold. But either way, we will be able to stand by with Trunks, which will be really good for us, because Trunks becomes a very, very powerful slot 1 option. Is this going to do... This isn't going to kill us, but how much damage is this going to do? Only 270. Okay, good. That's actually perfect. That means that we will definitely be able to fuse next turn with the Blue Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, and so that... I mean, that's really good. And we'll also have Bulma support up, and we'll be able to stand by with Trunks. We'll be able to put him in slot 1. In slot 1, he gets his 50% damage reduction and guard. Well, I mean, I think he just has guard, right? No, I'm sorry. He has 50% damage reduction, but he gets guard in slot 1, and a great chance of launching an additional super attack. This guy, once he hits his standby, he's definitely one of the better units in the game. The issue right now is that getting to his standby in a lot of the content is not very feasible. Luckily, the SYN Shenron fight, depending on your team build, can take a few turns to get to this final phase. And if it does, you know, then you do what we're doing right here with Trunks. You get into his standby. He becomes a defensive juggernaut. You put him in slot 1, and there's a chance that he just ends the fight because this guy just does so much damage on his attacks. You know, I don't really find that his Sword of Hope does just, like, the most damage in the world. I find it pretty weak comparatively to some of the other bigger, like, active skill attacks in the game. I know it's a standby, but just compared to some of the other active skill attacks and, like, other standby attacks, it feels a lot weaker. But if you count in the damage that he's doing just on his own because he's also able to attack, he's definitely making up for it, right? Whereas the Z duo, you know, you have several turns where they can't do any damage, but they're super tanky. And then their, you know, active skill hits like a, you know, nuke. Trunks, it's like, okay, he can guard and stand by and tank just as well as they can, but whenever he can actually pop his, but once you actually get to him, he also does attacks on his own. Like, he can do, like, 5 super attacks or something in his standby mode, and then if you count that with the damage that he's doing on his active skill, he definitely, like, seems a lot better. So, let's go ahead and put him in slot 1 here, and, who should we fuse with first? I guess let's do... Let's do these guys first. Listen, they fused first in the anime, so we'll do theirs first because that's like the canonical transformation. So we'll do theirs, we'll do their active skill, and then we'll do Trunks' standby. So we got a couple minutes of animations here to watch, so bear with me. We're going to take a look at these.
ベジータとカカロットの合体ベジットだ。そしてこれがベジットブレどうした？俺のスピードにはついてこられないか？みんなを助けるために戦い、みんなに助けられて生き延びてきた。助け合って生きる、それが俺たち人間だ。ベジータ、今たちも。
Okay, everybody. Let's turn the volume back down. Okay, so now Trunks is insane. Let me just show this on screen because he does so much. I feel like it's easier if I just show it. So here we go. This is what Trunks is doing right now. He's still stacking defense, which is great. He gets a great attack raise on his 18 key. He raises attack and defense on his 12 keys. He gets 12 key at the start of turn, so he's just overflowing with key right now. He gets an extra 150% attack when performing a super attack. That's great. He launches an additional attack as a great chance of becoming a super attack and reduces damage by 50% from the first turn, or for one turn from the start of turn. So right here, 50% damage reduction, great chance to launch an additional super attack. He gets guard for, he gets guard, and he launches an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super attack as the first attacker in the turn. So now we're up to what, 3 attacks, right? So we're up to his normal attack that he's going to do, or well, not his normal attack, but his first attack he's going to do. And then we have this attack here that has a great chance of being a super attack. Then we have this attack here that has a great chance of becoming a super attack as the first attacker, which he is going to be. We're going to be able to get 5 key spheres, as you can see with these yellow key spheres right here. So we can go ahead and grab those. So now he is guaranteed to launch an additional super... right over here. He's guaranteed to launch an additional super attack, and then he also rainbow orb changed, so it made it even easier to get those 5 key spheres. That is insane. And then for every attack that we're doing, we're charging up this finish effect by 50%. Again, I don't find this to be the most powerful in the world, but if you consider this damage in addition to the, you know, he's doing his 18, or he's doing a 24 key super, and then he has a 70% chance to do a 12 key, and then he has another 70% chance to do a 12 key, and then he has a guaranteed 12 key, and then he could do the hidden potential as well, and then you stack in this on top of it. This guy is super, super good. So how many attacks is that? Is, you know, 24, 12, 12, 12, hidden potential. He can do 5 super attacks on this turn, potentially, and then if somehow SYN survives that, he has to deal with Vegito Blue, who's also going to do, like, 7 attacks on this turn, or something insane, right? So, this Trunks, like, once you get him into this state, he definitely has an argument for, like, best unit in the game. The issue is you gotta survive to this point. Luckily, SHENRON, he didn't really bully us at all, and even if he did, oh, that's good. You know, that's really good. We like that. That would have done damage to us. Not a whole lot, but I think it would have done some, well, maybe not. With 50% damage reduction, maybe it wouldn't have done damage to us. 14.8, and again, he could have 4 more of these coming. He has at least 3 normals guaranteed. So, there's 1. Here's 2. He has a 70% chance to do another one. Does he get it? He did. Okay, so we have a guaranteed one coming up after this. Guys, listen, this, if you wanted to get, like, if you wanted to argue, like, that Trunks should have crit, this is the turn that you show. You say, this is why he should have crit, because if this, oh, and then we got the hidden potential, but it was just the normal. Like, if that guy has crit on this turn, does he just one turn SYN Shenron? Like, I think he does. I I don't think we're gonna make it to turn 8, by the way, to see the finish effect. I'm pretty sure Vegito Blue is just going to sweep up for us here, and if he doesn't, STR Trunks is gonna help us out at the end as well. So let me know what you guys think about Physical Trunks. I thought he performed really well in this fight, and again, he is growing on me. The more I use him, the more I understand why he's super good. But I do recognize his flaws still, and that is, you know, occasionally he is going to just give you like a really bum a turn, and then he's going to get hit by a super attack in slot 2, and there's nothing you can do about it, you're dead. So that's why I gave him full dodge, just to help prevent those, help mitigate those situations. That way, at least, you know, when those situations arise, we have like a 1 in 4 chance of surviving them, because I gave mine 25% dodge, or 25 dodge, which equates to 25% dodge, which is a 1 in 4 chance that we survived there, so... Let me know how you guys built Trunks, though. If I had better equipment, I think I would definitely pump some more crit into him. Like, if I could give him, like, a level 5 dodge and a level 4 crit, and then, like, for silver, I could give him, like, I don't know, something that would have, like, 5 dodge and maybe some crit on it. I think, like, right now you can only get 5 dodge, 1 crit, I think. Not entirely sure, but... You know, if I could just give him, like, a slightly more balanced build there, in terms of his dodge and crit, I think I would. I think I'm happy with him having the amount of additional that he has. I think if I was going to do anything to him, I would give him more crit. Luckily, we do have, like, Int Mai for some fights. I didn't bring her here, but I believe she gives 10% crit chance, doesn't she? Let me go ahead and take a look here real quick. You know, hang on. We're taking a little stall. Let me pull up Int Mai. Let me double check. Yes, she does give a 10%... No, wait. No. Who am I thinking of that gives crit chance? That doesn't matter. Anyway. Oh, she does through her link, though, through Dismal Future. Dismal Future, which some of these characters have, gives you a 5% chance to crit. So, anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. That was a pretty easy run here, all things considered. And I will catch you guys next time.